All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey, boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate,
Arrgh.
contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll take a great deal for you.
Eye patch and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
Hey, Josh, how's it going? Whoop.
Well, that's a little different.
That was
How's it going,
Yeah.
Chuck?
pretty good. Pretty good. Lost you for a second. We've got to get in the full house again, looking good. I've got, oh, golly, hi, everybody. Too many. Hey, Richard and Tam and Phil and Dennis, Bills. Good crew. Good crew.
Good grief.
And
Where did everybody come from?
there. They're all telling me in their area the snow's gone. We got up to about 48 today. We're about 80% gone. And really, it's not doing too bad because it's not laying in the field as lakes. It's soaking in. So that tells me the ground is not totally frozen.
Right, that's a plus.
That's a big plus.
At least
So-
it is to me.
Hey, Shannon, how you? So, yeah, it's a plus. Those down there, Shannon and Phil, Dennis, a little further south and east of me, got a little warmer. They got over 50. And it was funny. It was cloudy, 33 here this morning. About 10 o'clock, clouds started to break up. By noon, it went from 33 to 47, bang, right now. And, yeah, snow was melting off nicely, so. And looking ahead in the Weather Warriors 10-day forecast, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad at all. A little rain here and there, but we've got one river. We're in the middle of 2 rivers here. We have the Mississippi on one side and the Rock on the other. And the Rock has ice jams, and they have some high water occurring at a ice jam in Joslin, Illinois. But hopefully that clears and they don't get terrible flooding.
Right, absolutely. And I see that Scott McClure is in the chat, and he's wondering,
good.
why can't we see Josh?
Oh,
I'm there. Really, I'm there. Of course, I don't know. Maybe I'm a figment of their imagination.
you're okay.
I'm a figment of something.
Yep. I see we got Frank in the house. I think Steve's in the house. We're getting full up again. And good deal.
Speaking of Frank,
Oh,
I am finally done with the project that I was working on for him, and there is a package en route to him as we speak. So I finally got that done. And Kevin Barkley's token went out, Copper Round went out today. I think he should get that Saturday. And
No,
that
Scott.
was
Excuse me. No, Scott, you're not having a stroke. That's the split screen, the logo, and me.
maybe he was starting to wonder if he should get his 3D movie glasses out.
There you go. Oh, Shelly's in the house. Hi, Shelly. How you doing?
Oh, can you dig it?
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends in Jersey.
Yeah. Mark Watras. Hello, Mark. And I know we got Facebook listening in tonight because they just show up as Facebook user on mine. So that's cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we've got Facebook listening in. We're in the Detect America group. We're in the Beyond Sight and Sound page, and that's what I was off doing while bumpers were playing. I was trying to check some things out. So we're over there on those two areas of Facebook and over
we're everywhere. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's like War of the Worlds.
Yeah. So,
of course,
I know. Well, go ahead.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
I was going to say there's a lot of people I'm reading that they're chomping, hoping that their ground over South and Central Illinois isn't frozen. They're wanting to get out and hit fields yet.
I know some people who would absolutely jump at that opportunity.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking, like Central Illinois. Speaking of which, I see Mike Laclamette's in from Metal Detecting Central Illinois.
Say hello to Mike. And Barb's in the house. We got back.
Barb, Dennis.
What's up, Frank?
Jason Weir. They're all showing up here in the chat. That's good to see, definitely. And I suppose since it is early on, and I know for a fact that people are in the house, so apparently we are getting out.
Richard was tempted to turn on the AC today, Josh. It was so hot in Nebraska.
Oh, I'll bet Frank was tempted to turn on the AC too. Of course, he might have been tempted to turn on the electric heater. It may have only gotten up to like 72 in Florida.
Yeah, he's going to have to stock up on an emergency one piece of wood to have a fire just in case. You never know. And Tom Kingery tells us it's 107 days to DTH. Then he got corrected to 108.
Well, and we've got even less than that for Florida Hunt 10.
It could be 107 and a half right now.
Yep, there you go. There you go.
Frank had the heater on this morning. Oh, man, you're breaking my heart, Frank.
Yeah, I'm sure he had the heater on this morning.
Celeste said she turned it off.
Yeah, he probably gets up, turns it on around 5 o'clock, and by 9 a.m. it's off.
Yep, the heat and air wars. I know how that goes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I suppose it might I should probably mention that we're going to go with the train of thought that Chris Gibson, his time to try to get himself set up with a Shooters and Prospectors shirt has expired, I think it's safe to say.
Yep. So, where's everybody staying when they go to Detecting the Heartland? Got your hotels, campers, where are you all staying? So, that'll be interesting to see.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So we figured since apparently either time slipped by or he was not going to take us up on that, we still had the list of names of people who had said they were in minus Ohio Relic Hunter, because I don't see him showing up anyway. But we drew another name, so we've got a winner to announce. Well, potential winner. Obviously, as you said, they have to make an appearance and share some of those stories, maybe show off some finds before they get the shirt.
Yep. Hold that carrot out in front of them, right?
Right. Yeah.
Go.
Who knows? Maybe they'll hold their carrot out.
Hey, Scott McClory, I got a question. If you're staying at the Baymont, how far is it from the Baymont to the hunt site in Boone, Iowa? Interesting.
Good question.
American Inn in Boone. Dennis is staying there. I haven't booked a room yet. I know there's plenty of rooms in the area, so I'm going to book
Well,
it.
and I would think that Scott wouldn't be too terribly far from the hunt site.
No.
That would make sense anyway. So we'll have to see. I see he's making some comments. Maybe he's telling us.
Okay, Scott, 10 to 15 minutes. That's not bad. I'm sure
That's respectable.
that's respectable. 10, 15 minutes, 3 miles, 5 minutes, Phil's saying. So 9 miles is closer than Ames. Yep. Okay. Thanks for the info. I'm going to book something. Frank and I need a room. We'll be over there having fun with y'all and trying to keep your detectors running. There's always a few that come over and go, I don't know what's the matter. Well, let's check it out.
Right.
Yeah.
I need settings. I need a coil washer. I need headphones.
Yes. My headphones quit. Did you charge them? I thought I did.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Or who knows? Hopefully you'll have a few coming up going, do you have any Aquatex? Do you have any threshers?
Okay. Or threshers, or how about this? How about maybe one of these? There you go.
Yeah, right. Do you have any ugly boxes? Maybe I can clean up this natural find I just made.
Yeah. Yeah. So it ought to be fun.
I would say so.
I didn't get Barb. I did not cancel them. That is not my call. That was not my. Nope. That is not my call. That's the club's.
Okay.
There are
Barb-
underlying reasons for that too, with a couple things going on, and
Right. Barb may have missed it when we made that announcement.
so that's not
That
my.
was- Right. That was beyond your control. That's not your call or anything like that. And there were underlying circumstances, and people are just going to have to be understanding and patient. And I would say, if all goes well, we expect I to come back strong in 25.
Yep, we're hoping everybody. There's some health issues going with a couple key people in there, so they just decided not to push it, put pressure on people, and things like that. And Chris Gibson just said, "Hey, all late as usual. So much appreciated the invite and Chuck's gift. Just too much going on, sadly." Can't
Well,
even
that's
watch
all right.
Okay, Chris, we'd be glad to have you back. No problem. We understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Your schedule frees up sometime down the road. We're more than happy to get you in there. But we did have a list of people that some of them were probably willing to step in and take that spot. And who knows? I'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll. Well, yeah, I'll give it maybe.
Shelly has some announcements coming for Dig It Dude, The Gathering. So be waiting for that, folks. Pay attention to Shelly there. She'll be having some things to say there. It sounds like it might be Man, she can't even give us a hint. Come on, Shelley. Give us a
I know
hint.
she's excited about it. I know she's very excited about it, though.
Oh, Andy's coming. And he's going to put on a class. Good deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, Shelley, that'll be fun. Andy's a good friend. He puts on good classes. I've even helped him do classes. So cool. What else? Got anything else that you can drop a bomb on?
Anything else that's going to come out of the bag?
No.
I don't know. Sometimes with Shelley, it's a little hard to keep a secret.
Well, heck, send her a link. Maybe she'll tell us it.
She may let something slip.
Yeah.
She
Why
may
not?
let something slip.
You didn't cause a problem, Chris. No problem there whatsoever. He just said, thanks, Chuck and Josh.
I don't
cause a problem. He didn't know. And we'll talk about who may be stepping up here for you. So,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it as any problem.
no. Yep. Hey, Richard,
didn't
I
see
think
it as
Frankie and I are
any
going to
problem.
try and travel over there. At least she wanted me to come across over there, and I think that'll be fun.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Definitely.
Ooh,
So-
Shelley, that's good.
Ooh.
You got to send me a couple of names of places to stay at.
Oh, I'm sure she can do that.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
sure she can do that.
That kind of
And,
freed me up. One of them
uh,
dropped out. If I can pull it off, I'm going to take the long drive. But I drive a little faster than Frank.
Oh, I just I can't help but think of that Go Life that Shelley did down there at one of the Florida hunts of Frank driving. She
Yep.
was having a lot of fun with that. It'll be interesting to hear what all she has to say about
Okay.
Dig It Dude when she is ready to mention that stuff. And then I guess
She just said they'll have a firm date by the 13th. So you'll have to watch for that.
Ooh.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'll have
Yeah.
to see if it fits the schedule, and I would like to get out there. I haven't been back to Jersey for a while.
And who knows, once she has that firm date, maybe we can get her to take a little bit of time off and make a appearance in over here and let everybody know the details and secrets and ins and outs of Dig It Dude.
Yep.
That'd be all right.
Good evening, Robert, David, or Dave, Kirkshank. How you guys all doing? We got a lot checking in. We're seeing lots of new faces. We like to see that. Talk about our
Yeah.
over there.
Well, and
talk with them.
yeah. And in some of the coming streams in the future, I've got some interesting little tidbits to bring up. It's not necessarily related with the hobby, but kind of historic. Maybe I'll even get into some of that tonight
Right.
if we need some different information to cover some things that people may find interesting, or who knows, maybe they won't. It all just depends, because some people it may not have any effect on, but for our area, it's big news. So who knows? But we did take the list of entries, I guess you'll say, to see if anyone was interested in coming on and sharing some of their finds or stories, because everybody's got stories. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of them in the chat that have stories. A lot of them may not be able to be shared on the air, but they got stories. And we drew another name. So
Ooh.
if they're brave enough, if they dare, if they have the audacity to make an appearance, and yes, Scott, I know we can't see me, but I'm working on that. That name is none other than Jason Weir.
Bum, ba-da-da. Jason. I think Jason's on.
I think he is too, and I think he ain't afeared. I think he'll probably step forward and do it. So if you're interested, Jason, send me a message. Let me know if a Sunday or a Wednesday works better for you. And if you need any guidance, want to do a test run, anything like that, and we will get you set up to make an appearance. After which, you will have yourself a Shooters and Prospectors shirt. The highly collectible Shooters and Prospectors shirt. There's not many of them around.
Rarities. There you go. And Tam, I didn't really need to know that. She knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure she chuckle out of that.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well, Jason answered you right on.
I just seen that. Yeah, Jason says right on. And I'm sure that Jason's got some stories to share or some finds. Maybe let us know what he's planning on doing in 24 when, once we get out from under the big freeze.
Yeah.
But,
well,
yeah, Jason, if you're interested, shoot me a message. Let me know if a Wednesday or Sunday works best for you. And if you need any sort of guidance, you want to do a test run or something to make sure things are going to work for you, we can definitely accommodate that. And we'll see about getting you on and maybe getting you a Shooters and Prospectors shirt. Hopefully.
Yep. Get it out to them.
I mean,
Barb,
I guess
rearrange her whole living room just to do a show when she comes on.
Wow. That's liable to get Bub fired up.
Yeah.
We don't want that. I don't know.
I'm not even gonna tell you what I'm seeing in the chat. Nope.
Yeah, sometimes some things are better left unsaid.
Yes. Definitely.
Oh boy. Somebody's got to take and turn things south.
Well, Barb states her workshop is in the living room because her phone doesn't work in the shed. Sometimes you just got to get away from the phone, Barb.
Right. Well, that's the way it goes. You really got to wonder.
No, we got a lot. A lot of upcoming events this summer are going to be a good time. I hope I can make Shelly's Dig It Dude, Shelly and Dawn's. That'd be a good road trip. And get out that way and stuff and have some fun. Meet up with old Andy, Charlene. I'm quite sure Charlene will be.
It's been a while since you've seen them.
Yeah, been a couple years. Well, they've been bouncing around the country.
They've been bouncing around the globe.
I'm a little now. It does better, and we're going to a Strata hardwire type thing, and hopefully all the bugs are worked out and I can get on maybe Wednesday, but after that I'm gone for a couple weeks. So
right. And we may have some things to play with while you're gone, you know, some things for the
you get
followers
Jason
to interact with.
There, Shelly, and Shelly. She can't think of anything she wouldn't do for a T-shirt from Shooters and Prospectors. Well, we may arrange that for you. But
yeah, it's kind of like the Klondike Bar of the detecting community.
And they're telling me to adjust the rabbit ears on the computer because they lost me for a little bit.
Yeah, you got a little digitized there for a minute, but that's all right. I mean, obviously, we know that that's not within our control. That's an internet issue, and you're working on getting it fixed.
Yeah, somebody asked me, let's see, am I using a laptop? No. I am on the desktop, which is an iMac, and it's just a year old. But we still have dial-up, and I don't have AOL at all, Steve. It's called Frontier.
Yeah. It's DSL broadband, basically, but not necessarily real reliable, and it's not even the fact that he's on Wi-Fi or anything. He is hardwired.
Yeah. This is as big a deal as it was out here. When I was a kid, they moved from the crank phone on the wall to a rotary, but it was still a party line, so you could pick up and hear 6-8 people talking at a time.
All sorts of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the days of party lines.
So I mean, we have party lines
for you guys.
Grew up on the old wooden phone hanging on a wall of the farmhouse. You pick it up and you run the crank, and 3 shorts and a long was our phone number. I wish I had the phone. It was that solid oak body.
Yeah.
I wish I had that.
Absolutely. Them things are, whoo.
Yep.
You talk about collectible, there you go.
And true story, during the winter, phone line go down. If they had it, you know, if it broke due to the wind, they'd go out, literally, this is true, hook it on to the barbed wire fence, and it worked. Unless, true story, one of the cattle came up and was leaning against the wire, grounded it out, scratching, then you lost phone service.
Wow. See?
Swear on the Bible, I watched my dad hook her up, said, we got phone again. Went back home, yep, got phone.
Wow. See, and it's things like that that people may not necessarily pick up on anywhere else.
Right. Barb, I agree with you 100%. But they're going away. The phone service, the old wall phone, it's going away. The internet they got, it's going away. Dish is going away.
Dish is going away.
You got it.
Yeah, for you going from Frontier to cable internet, high-speed internet, that's
Strata.
probably about as big of a deal as going from black and white to a color TV.
Just about. Actually, going from a 9-inch TV to a, God, what was the one they put? A color. It was color. When I was a kid, they put that in the living room, and RCA, made in the U.S.
Oh, yeah.
at that.
Right. And weighed about half as much as a tank.
Mm-hmm.
Them things were heavy.
Yep.
Them things were heavy.
Well, Steve, I'm looking for a wireless because I want to be able to enact and use my Ring cameras other than get a notification there's movement on them. I didn't have enough internet for it to run properly all the time.
Oh, well, see, now once you update your internet service, maybe it will.
I'm hoping.
You just never know.
Nope, you don't know.
I'll tell you what, we've been finding out some interesting things around here. I mean, I've had a few projects keeping me busy the past few days anyway. But one of the other things that have been going on is that the schools in Ohio are already forecasting that they will not have school April 8th. The kids will be out of school that day. And they're telling it that far out in advance.
And why won't they have school? Weather?
Yeah, you could kind of say that. April 8th, we will actually have a total solar eclipse. And Ohio is actually one of the best viewing areas along the path, and our county in particular is 100% in the path. We are ground zero for totality. And they're actually projecting already that weekend, the population in our county, if they'd run a census, is going to double.
Okay.
Because of all the people coming in to catch this event. I mean, the last time...
I'm going to clarify that because I figured, since there was so much darkness, maybe the population would double in 9 months.
Right? Yeah, I mean, it is a solar eclipse, so I don't know. Rabbits come to mind at that point, I guess.
And Tampa States are having a solar viewing festival.
Yeah, they are. And they're pulling out all the stops to try and get all sorts of people interested. I mean, even... You know how you go to different festivals and fairs and you see those wood carvers with chainsaws? They're carving I think it was a 40-foot tall monument that weekend that is going to remain a permanent display in the fairgrounds.
Cool. I see we have Ray's Finds in the house. No Ray's.
Oh, welcome aboard.
Mm-hmm. Scott saying all the lodging places in the path of the eclipse are already sold out and getting upwards of $1,000 a night. Geez, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah. And really, that's what we were wondering. Me and Tim were talking earlier. We're pretty sure that the hotels here will be booked.
I'll bet.
And could already be booked. I mean, we've got, we're not all that far from a racetrack. So during that particular time of the year, the racetrack usually keeps things pretty tied up as far as the hotels go.
Hmm. So
it'll be interesting. And one of the reasons I believe anyway, one of the reasons why they're letting the kids out of school for this is, I mean, it is kind of an educational experience. But the last time there was a total solar eclipse in Ohio was 218 years ago.
not quite as long a drought as it was for the Cubs, right?
And for many of us, I mean, we've seen some way, shape, or form of solar eclipse in our lifetime, but they're projecting that the next time there's a solar eclipse for Ohio will probably be 2044, and that won't be. I don't believe that one will be a total solar eclipse. So it is kind of a historic event, and we're planning on being out there for it. And if people are interested, they may even see a video of the eclipse up here on the channel. I'll try to get some time-lapse photos or something to post up on Facebook too, if people are interested in seeing them. Because sometimes you're just not fortunate enough to be in an area to experience those things. So it's nice to kind of at least see the photos.
Yeah.
But they're definitely making a big deal out of it. 2024 is definitely going to be an interesting year.
Yeah. And I believe it's lunar year of the dragon.
So I like dragons.
Well, it's an 8-year cycle for each lunar.
For each lunar year, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's year of the dragon. So that's fitting. So they'll all be excited. And Jason said the Chinese believe that if they conceive a child during totality, that child's going to be a special person in the future. So, like I said, it could expand the population in about 9 months.
It could. You never know.
Oh.
I mean, you hear about stuff like that all the time, and people kind of jest about it, but I mean, it's true. Look back at different occurrences in history, blizzards or large-scale power outages and stuff like that, and how that coincides with the number of births 9 months later.
Yep.
Definitely true fact. True fact.
Yep. So basically, hoping that we can get back out in the fields, the eclipse being total through your area, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Now I wonder, if you were out metal detecting at the time of the total eclipse over you, would you do better?
You know, I'm sure somebody's gonna say something like that.
Stuff that's coming from up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And I would like to say I'll be able to tell people that, but I'm going to be too busy with the camera. And I see that, I know some people were saying, don't forget and order your eclipse viewing glasses, because you've got to be careful with that stuff, folks. You could do some damage to your eyes if you don't watch it. Me, an odd side effect of my conditions is it doesn't bother me. I can do that and get away with it.
Yes.
But not everyone can.
No.
I mean, I can probably get away with it with just a pair of sunglasses, but I may join in just to fit in with the rest of the crowd and get a regular pair of eclipse glasses. We'll see. They're not that
Good.
expensive, and it's just for a short time.
Yeah. Just take 2 pieces of cardboard, punch a hole with a pencil into one, hold them over your shoulder with the sun behind you. You can see at least where it's at.
Right. Well, like I said, I should be able to see where it's at, no problem. We're going to try to get some photos up of it for people that are interested, maybe some time lapse or video, something like that.
Be cool. I know you like to get those celestial pictures.
Right. Yeah. Yep. I try to when I can anyway. Some people like to get pictures of other things, and I try to do, well, Tam and I both try to do the sky, the fireworks, stuff like that. She gets some really good photos of the wildlife and nature, though.
I try to do the wildlife as much as I can. My eagle population is just now coming back because we were froze up solid here. They were staying further south down along the outlets of the dams, but the ice moved out totally today, and now the eagles are back hanging out, so maybe I'll get a couple shots of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for you, you're very fortunate with that. I mean, we do have some eagles around here, but I haven't been lucky enough to catch them.
Well, the 1st of February, first weekend, full weekend, no, in January, first full weekend in January, they have bald eagle days in the Quad Cities, and everybody runs down to the lock and dams, and they're hanging there thick, and it's a pretty cool event.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet that draws a crowd.
Right.
I know they really are something to see when they're out. I've seen them, but I just haven't. I'm never lucky enough to have a camera around me when I do.
I'll walk out to the back room, and there they are sitting in the trees. Then the camera comes out, and I'm trying to get a little sneaky, try to get some tight pictures on them. Sometimes it works, sometimes doesn't. No, Ray, I'm not going to go to Florida hunt 10. Buddy, I've got a trip planned. I'll be out of country.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that, but you caught it. Good eye. Good eye. Of course, then again, I guess it's amazing that I even caught it, but hey.
Good.
Yeah. That's the way it goes sometimes.
Steve,
definitely.
Jack and Tam want to adopt you. I don't.
Actually, we can barely afford to keep me in pizza.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, pizza is a staple around here. And I don't know, it's probably tough to even keep me in pizza. I don't know if we could keep me and Tam and Steve in pizza. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. And I have been keeping an eye out so far. No message from Jason, but from what we saw in the chat, I think he's up for it. I think he is up for it. So we'll try to get him scheduled, and who knows, maybe what we'll do is we'll try to get him scheduled at a point where you're back from Aruba.
Okay.
I mean, since you're ponying up the shirt, I guess we've got to let you be the judge on whether or not he does a good enough job.
If he comes forward and gets on with us on this first one, that's one step closer. I mean, that brings people on. We'll want to bring others on, but this was to get somebody to jump in first time with us, and it's not all about having the diggers on every time or
Right. Yeah.
some of those. It's about you. This show's for you and all
Everybody's got a
your friends.
story.
We want to hear what you're
and
doing. We want to see what you're finding. Keep up with Shelly on Dig It Dude, and talk to the boys after Florida Hunt 10 to see how all that goes, and that type of stuff. We want to keep you informed. We want to keep everybody, and if you got tips and tricks that you've got for particular newer detectives, such as the Manticore or the 900s or the Legends or the Deus, and you got something that's really working, tell us. We'll bring you on. We want to know too.
Yeah. And I see where Jason says, oh, definitely. It'll be fun. So it sounds like he's game. He's our Huckleberry.
And Frank has got to walk the killer dogs tonight. Good luck, Frank.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Be careful of the killer poisonous flower pots.
Yep. Shannon says, stay clear of the big toads. There you go, or the toads.
Right, yeah. And if I remember right, he's well into Florida, but I think he's still above the iguana line, so I don't think he has to worry about that.
Bill, they have switched the Charles Garrett Memorial Hunt to every other year. So there's not a Garrett hunt this year that I know of. That was a question Bill Hayes brought up.
And I want to say, it seems like I heard somewhere before that on their off years, I think they were talking at least about working in conjunction with Kadoha.
And that could be. That could very well be.
But I don't know for sure.
And yeah, Barb, the Garrett hunt would be a good one down in Texas.
Oh, it's always a good one. They put on a heck of a show. They put on a heck of an event, but there are a ton of people there.
Oh yeah.
And it just amazes me when you see these events, these different events, whether it's the Charles Garrett Memorial, whether it's Swing Into Summer, DTH, whatever.
Right.
It just amazes me the number of natural finds that show up, not seeded, natural finds.
Yeah.
Where you're just kind of going, wow, who found that? Or how did that get there? Or something like that. There's always some sort of notable find clear at the top of the list that everybody's talking about, but that doesn't mean it's the only one. There's a lot of other finds coming up around the area of the event that are natural finds that a lot of people are just really surprised with or really pleased with if you happen to be the detectorist that is lucky enough to find it.
Richard just stated they just gave away a detector and a hunting trip with the Duck Dynasty guys.
Ah.
Well, Tim's in the house. There we go. Illinois Digger. Yeah, you see, he finally found his
Digger. Yeah. Well, we got his link in the description. Glad to see he shows up. He finds us. See, it's taken a little bit, but people are starting to locate us again. And, Frank found us again. Took a little bit of help, but he found us. So at least we've got him in too.
There you go. We'll have to get Tim on some night too. We got, this is you guys' show. So we'd like to see you step up. If you want to get on with us, talk about a hunt you're going to or where you've been or what you're finding, just give Josh a format or get a hold of me and we'll work you in.
Yeah, we'll try to get it scheduled in there somewhere. I know I still have some audio work to do on my end as far as routing things, but who knows? Maybe here in the next week or so I'll get that done. Either way, it's good enough that we can say we're off the ground with it. I think it's
Yep.
working okay.
We got it working pretty good now, and the IT is pretty well caught up now. I'm switching systems, so that might take a little bump in the road, smooth out. Maybe it'll come on smoothly. I don't know. It's more going to be
Right.
with
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
network too, and I'm going to set back up with one of the small local channel things, and then put, I think it's Roku card in or
Oh,
whatever. Roku.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to try that. A couple of my guys in the department said, "Chief, get that. You'll like it." Okay, I'll give it a whirl.
Oh yeah, that's all we do. We don't even have cable here.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm stepping down away from, well, Dish is nothing but a glorified, I'll pay you, and you'll be dumb enough to pay me, because all it is commercials and shows that sell you stuff. It's terrible.
Right.
It's gotten bad. It used to be you go to the premium channels and pretty much
To get away from commercials.
get away from commercials.
stuff.
Now, good God, you get 10 minutes of show and 20 minutes of commercials on a couple of them on Showtime. It's terrible.
Yeah, they're everywhere now on all
Oh.
197 channels.
Yep. They're going away. But
Well, and sometimes that's not
not it.
necessarily a bad thing.
No, I'm streamlining the bill too. Trust me.
Exactly. That's why I say sometimes that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we went through that here a little over a year ago now, and streamlined everything as far as the internet, the cell phones, all of that, and now I'm getting the cell phones and the internet for about what I was paying for a lower quality internet to begin with.
Right.
So
Well,
I got away from Frontier at that
It's
point.
going to stream off of it, off a better unit. And who was it? Dave was saying he couldn't see any chat updates on Facebook.
That I don't know about. I'm not normally watching the Facebook side of things, so that I really couldn't say for sure.
I don't know. Ray, you're correct. Get away from TV and go detecting, but I just don't have deep enough pockets to spend the whole winter down in Aruba. Or Florida.
Just don't know, huh?
But anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. At least with Roku, though, you'll be able to, you can kind of do on demand in a sense where you can watch what you want when you want.
yeah, that's what the guys are saying. And the other thing is that, even as some of the outdoor channels and that on it. So that's what I like.
Oh, yeah. And you've got access to YouTube right there. It's just a simpler way to do it, and with the technology that we've got, the day and age that we're in, I don't know very many people at all that still have cable. Everybody just streams, does everything digital.
Facebook user, I don't know who it is because it doesn't give me names off Facebook, says he's on Roku now.
Oh yeah, see,
and Mike just finished sorting 1,000 tokens. He's on step 2.
Oh, he posted up a huge pile of tokens for the Central Illinois prize pool.
Right.
And speaking of prize pool, I've been kind of trying to work on a few tokens here. And, you know, I don't know if you've seen, but I've been posting up a huge pile of tokens for the Central Illinois prize pool. Right. And speaking of prize pool, I've been kind of trying to work on a few tokens here. And, you know, I don't know if you've seen, but Chuck's been working on some too. A couple.
Couple. Yep. Yep. They may end up being prizes here on the site.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens in the future.
Yep.
And that's another thing too. Now that Kevin's Copper Meg has been shipped out, we'll have to see if everybody's ready for another contest, another giveaway, and if they are, then who knows? Maybe Sunday I might set something up, or maybe next Wednesday. You never know. That's why you're going to have to stay tuned.
Yep. So ORH is leaving the house.
Yeah, he's got to go run the cab.
Yep.
I believe is what he was saying.
Drive careful.
That's right. I mean, that may not be verbatim, that's paraphrased, but I think that's basically what he was getting at.
There you go.
And
Mike's,
I don't know.
Mike's reminding you still have a big silver prize to give away.
That's right.
That's right.
We do. And we'll have to see. I don't know if the followers are ready for that. That's a nice chunk of silver. That may be a.
Do you have it in hand? Or
do I? No.
Or Mike got it? Mike's got it.
Mike has it. Yes, Mike will be shipping that out.
Okay, very good.
I do have photos somewhere that I can try to dig up. Maybe I can show them. Maybe I can show them Sunday if I can find them. It's a Morgan silver dollar, a Walker $50, a silver Washington quarter, and a Mercury dime that will all go to one person. That's a nice little stack of silver.
There you go.
But we'll have to see. I don't know if the followers are up for something like that. That's a nice chunk of silver. They'll have to sound off in the chat and let us know if they're ready for something like that.
Barb says she'd love a Walker.
Oh yeah, Barb always loves Walkers. Walkers are one of her favorite coins, I do believe.
Well, that era of coins, the Mark, the Walker, the Stand of Liberty are three of the most beautiful they ever put out. And that was all because of Teddy. Teddy Roosevelt said we had ugly coinage, and he had Adolf Wyman doing the work, and they came out and they're iconic. I mean, they're used today. Yeah.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, the government, the mint, whatever you want to say, they have tried to duplicate that enticement to people again with, say, the Statehood Quarter series, the America the Beautiful or whatever, the Parks and Monuments series and things like that.
They haven't even got close yet. And that
exactly.
Well, look at
nothing beats the eye appeal of the coins of yesteryear.
Nope.
And I mean, take your pick, whether it's a large cent, an Indian head penny, a buffalo nickel, the Walker, the seated series, Barbers, they were all, like you said, iconic coins. Yep. I mean, even today, they're still highly sought after.
Hello, Michael McGee. Yes, they are. They are sought after. And the thing is don't get me wrong, the Jefferson nickel, Franklin Roosevelt dime. Mm-hmm. And Abe is great on a penny, but it's time for a change. And even John F. Kennedy, and that would be great too.
Yep. And that's I mean, like I said, they've tried. They've tried to duplicate that interest, I guess you could say, and they can't do it. They cannot do it. I don't understand what the issue is, but it does not have that eye appeal of the coins of yesteryear.
Michael, yes, I like my sign too, and I've got nothing but positive vibes from all people on the sign. So that's good.
Right. Yeah, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Hello, Mike Baumhoff. DA family, JDP Borders. Okay, cool.
Hey, well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And don't get me wrong. I mean, when I'm out detecting, if I happen to dig up a couple of clad halves or something, I'm not going to kick them back in the ground.
No,
But I mean, and everybody in the chat, I'm sure, agrees too that they're out there. They want to find them old coins, the yesteryear coins, all of those.
Dave Cruikshank says, "Be careful what you wish for. It'll be the woke series of coins."
Oh, he does have a point.
Yep,
He does have a point. I mean,
That's funny.
they've tried everything else, and I mean, even now with our, I guess you'd say, modern day coinage, there's nothing really that I find myself having to go after other than, say, silver proofs or gold coins or American Eagles. I'm a big fan of the American Eagle series. And then what was that? The 100-year anniversary Morgan. That was a very sharp looking coin.
Yes, and I like to see him do a couple of flags on them. Like don't tread on.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. And I don't see why there's any reason that we couldn't. I mean, you see them on copper rounds all the time.
And the Georgia battle flag from the Civil War, that was the true battle flag of the Civil War. That looked nice on one. That had that.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was talking with somebody about that the other day.
It is our history, and people cannot deny that. They want everything torn down so we don't have to think about it. Come on, folks. Get
Right.
real.
But in order to know where you're going, you have to know where you've been, or you're doomed to repeat it.
That's right.
And
now-
I had to talk with somebody the other day about the flag, telling them, well, yeah, everybody associates the rebel flag with the South, but that was not the Southern flag.
It was not. It was not. So,
Or I guess you could say it was one of the Southern flags, but a lot of people do not realize about the other one.
yep,
And it's still a piece of history.
a piece of history. But let's just tear it down. We'll forget about it.
Right. Yeah.
Let's take it.
Blow it up, sweep
Blow
it
it
under the rug. It'll be fine. And that just, it does that really gets me.
Yeah.
And
Our coins need a better update, don't they? I mean, they're old and lame. We need to update them and make them what they may have been before. I wouldn't care if they come out and redo a Merc dime.
yeah. I mean, they're all the time trying to redesign the wheel, so to speak, with our modern coinage. Well, if we're trying to redesign it anyway, why don't we go back and copy the coins from yesteryear? They were able to come up with a 100-year anniversary Morgan. Why not bring back the big dollar size coins and make them look like Morgans or Peace dollars or something?
Yeah, you're right,
Or-
Eric.
Or make the quarters look like barber quarters or seated quarters or whatever.
Mhm.
That'd really get some people interested. Unfortunately, though, I think about the time we do that, there's going to be a number of cashiers that won't understand what's going on because, unfortunately, sometimes our younger generation do not understand what the older money was or have never seen a $2 bill or a 50-cent piece or anything like that.
And I still get a kick out of Travis. He likes to go around. He goes to the bank, gets $2 bills, tries to spend them. And
Right.
what are they calling them? Gen Zs now? I don't know what they are. They actually argue with him that they're not real until the manager comes over and says, take it. It's real.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They just don't understand it. And if I remember right, I think it was you actually that had said every now and then, if you dig up a, kind of worn Indian or something, you may leave it on the table at a restaurant as part of a tip or something, just to see the sort of looks that they have on their face when they spot that,
Fun.
trying to figure out what it is.
So, and you all find them. You all find the buffalo nickel without a date and take
Right.
them, tumble them a little bit. They get smooth and black. Throw it in cash, throw it down. They'll pay for it and they'll walk out and then they're all staring at it. Okay. They cost you 50 cents a piece, but
But you got a good laugh out of
what
it.
you have is worth more than 50 cents. You have a meltdown because they got a buffalo nickel without a date on it or a pretty beat up Indian head penny, things like that. Occasionally that happens. I don't throw silver down, but Tim says he always takes $2 bills for tipping. Do you guys know why the $2 bill got such a bad rap in history? I don't see anybody printing anything up yet. If you know the bad rap on a $2 bill back in the day, type it in there. It's got a soiled history. If that doesn't give you a tip on what it may have been. Nope, I'm not seeing. Dave doesn't. Mike said no. Soiled doves. How's that? That give you any idea? That was a long period where it was $2 for a little pleasure in the back. Yep, you're right, Richard. And the $2 bill was the popular way to get that exchange. And it always had a bad rap for that. So, anyway, Josh, did I lose you? Hello?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh, I thought maybe you stepped away or we had another blip. But that was the connotation of a $2 bill for a long time, as they were used for the ladies of the evening, the soiled doves. Yeah. And Jason, if you find some of those tokens, especially out west, some of those from the bars and that, buddy, they're worth a mint.
Especially if you can find the right ones.
That's right.
And if you do and you're not sure what to do with it, just shoot me a message. I'll give you my address and I can take care of that.
There you go. They also had them out of Tombstone. They had them out of Deadwood. And they're the two of the towns that make the most money. that was pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff. So, well, Josh,
True pieces of history, and you've actually got a couple of those. One of these nights, we may have to have you show one of those off.
I will see if I can find that too in my big box of I don't know where nothing's at.
Because I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't want to show too much stuff.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess people just have to be aware, too, that there are security cameras around the property and there are firearms in the property and things are secured.
Uh-huh. And, oh, Barb. Hey, Barb, you got any Star Note $2 bills? She says she has lots of $2 bills. LOL. I don't want to know how you got them, but you got any Star Note ones? Oh, she's gonna come after
Right.
me.
No stories, please.
Yep.
Oh, I used to have a number of them that they were actually sequentially ordered too. Still though, I don't know. It gets them going now.
I'm in Barb jail. She hasn't answered me yet.
Uh-oh. Boy, we went and done it now.
I'm always in trouble. No Star Note ones for me.
Hmm.
Oh, Mike says he's got a Star 5 and a Star 10. Getting Star 10, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, I've got a couple of
Barb was busy. She didn't hear what I said.
Oh, how convenient.
Oh, I like it.
I'll just leave it at that. We'll not repeat it. We'll just let her wonder what it was. Maybe she'll have to come back and watch some part of the stream that she missed since she was busy. Then you're liable to get some hate mail.
There you go. All righty. Well, guys.
Yeah, when you give those coins out and change like that, say the Buffalo nickel or something like that, not only do you get the entertainment, but you never know. You could have just educated somebody or even sparked their interest in coin collecting.
Yeah. Bill says Barb's putting the plank out for me. Gonna have to walk the plank. Off the pirate ship.
That could be possible.
Yeah, I might get booted off the
ship.
Who knows? So, well, anyway, I'm going to back up.
Well,
I'll let Josh wrap it up. I want you all to have a safe week. Dennis, I hope, and Bortners, I hope you guys get out hunting. Just be prepared for a muddy field.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think Dennis has got one of them new Minelab coils he's itching to play with.
Oh,
I think.
Yep. I'm taking one of the new Minelab coils with me.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be interested to see how that does in Aruba. You'll have to keep us posted.
Yeah. I'm anxious to try a couple things there. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it all because I got a load of stuff to take to Ron, and then my stuff. I don't have enough stuff to put more stuff in. Well, I got no room for clothes, so I can shove stuff around. And I said, Jill, put this in there. No, you're not putting that in my suitcase. Okay, fine. Whatever. So I may have to do another case.
Ouch. That's liable to get a little pricey.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Richard, take care of yourself. Illinois Digger, I don't know. You're further north of me yet. I think we don't have a lot of frost. So take care, my friends. Have a safe one.
All right. We'll see you, Chuck. Thanks for dropping in.
Thanks, Josh, for having me.
All right. So, a couple of things real quick. Obviously, we do have as Mike happened to remind us, and no, I haven't forgotten. Metal Detecting Central Illinois and Mike Lacomette had generously, very generously donated a Walker, a Morgan, a Merc, and a Washington Quarter, all silver, to use in a giveaway. And I wanted to wait and see if we had everything up and going, if we were off the ground or not. And it seems that we are. So if you folks are ready to receive some silver, make sure and let us know. And we'll see what we can do about getting that done. Maybe it's time to, I mean, we've done a few copper rounds. Maybe it's time to work a little bit of silver in. And if you all think it's time to work a little bit of silver in, let us know. Leave us a like, shoot us a message, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Either way, we're glad that you took some time to spend some time with us here tonight, and we'll see you the next time. Have a wonderful evening, folks.
Glad you found us.
We're out of
tonight.
here.
Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.